sometimes I faced some issues like I tried few things like basic mathematical operations.
Okay.
That so while clicking button that I faced it's hanged. So once I kill that kernel, then only I am able to proceed. That uh, something issues with that Jupyter or you
Okay.
can face the similar.
No, I don't see. I don't
Uh,
face any such issue. I think it's something similar to your system or your configuration. Okay. Okay. Today we'll see about how to creating a dictionary in Python. Okay. Dictionary is nothing but like to store data types in a sequence way. Okay. We'll see some of the example, and then we can see how to start that dictionary and how to get the data by using value in dictionary. Okay. I'm using going to assign some variable in dictionary things like I'll show you how to dictionary. Okay, it's the key. Key is nothing but the value of dictionary, and then we have to go into assign the value. You see value one, then you have to use to value. Okay, this is the way you need to assign a dictionary value. If you see here, this is the key. Key one have value like value one, and then key two is the key, and for value is value two. Okay, this is the format we need to while assigning the creating dictionary. Now I am going to execute by using shift enter, so it's got executed. Now we are going to find the value of key one. So just use like key and then key one. Okay, here you can see you can get the value. So by this way we can store number of values in key. Whenever we want the value, we can call by using the key value name. Okay, the same way if you give key 2 and then you can get output value 2. Okay, uh, suppose if you want to add a new item in the existing dictionary, it's very easy. Like just keep and then put a key value name like new underscore key and then new item. Okay. Now if we can see these are the value that we have assigned for the variable as the dictionary parameter. Okay. Note this is the one point here we have note dictionaries are unordered. Okay. This may not clear at first with small dictionaries. Okay. Sometimes you want to sort that it is unordered way. It's immediate found able to sort by using dictionary. Also we can assign like any value. I am going to give some other value like for example, I'll take something D. Okay, I'm using this one. Same way, I can you put key, can get the value like A is the key name and value is a one for A, and Z value have a two. Okay. Actually, the dictionaries are it's a very flexible data type that can hold or anything like numbers they can hold or string or anything. Even list also we can store inside the dictionary. Okay, for some other data type, if you have assigned data type as a string means you can keep it only string value. If it is an integer, you can keep it only integer. But the one thing which is for dictionary is more flexible because it can store any kind of data types it can hold. For example, I'll show you something. Okay, now I'm going to assign something new. Okay, 10. This is an integer. Okay, and then we are going to assign string. Okay, this is string. Strings. This is value have string, and then can apply some list. List is coming up in but coming from the left. Okay. The list 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay. I will see execute this one. Okay. Come on. Okay. You see here now we have assigned one integer and one string and one list inside the dictionary. This is the advantage of using this list. So whenever we need uh, this kind of an option, we can use that way. Okay. Like for an example, you have something. Suppose if you want to store something, one key value is something but country, and then for each country, if you want to assign some code, you can use this dictionary. Dictionary, I mean, type. I'll show you how you can do. See, for an example, I'm going to this is something country address something and call it country address. So like we have a code for each country, something like this. USA, call it as 323. uh, Germany, say 83. So we can store this value like in a dictionary format. So whenever if we want, we can call it by using the country name and we can get the code. This is some kind of a use case to use the dictionary. Then,
Uh, Jay, I
yeah,
have one question.
yes.
If we give only, uh, suppose if we retrieve the values, so I want to retrieve based on the key. So is that possible? Just giving the input of from one dictionary, it will throw that out corresponding value from possible.
By using value, you are asking, right?
No, asking key based on, for example, here you have written country, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
if I give that USA the key, will suppose it should return that value 232. That was
Um, yes, that is possible. But I'll show you something. Suppose if you want to know only the key value, right? That's what you're asking. See, if you want to only know the keys, uh, it will show only the key value. And the same way, if you want to know only the values, can get only values like passing keys, passing values can get. So your question, I think, by passing values, can I get the key value? Something like that.
passing the key, just one key,
Mhm.
corresponding value should be returned.
Yeah, value should return.
Meaning,
Yeah, by passing value, I don't think that you can get the key. Suppose if you see here, by passing the key value, you can get the answer. Because why? Because sometimes we have a same value for two keys. So that time that your question comes thing will go wrong, right? So what key value it will return? That is the reason I always
we know
go
the
with.
user might be know the key, but the corresponding value might not know. That's why
Yeah,
I'm asking specifically key. That's why.
yeah. Key can
If I have no,
yeah, by passing key, you can definitely you can get the value. See, for an example, for D variable, I know the key value. Okay, here key is the K, so key is the K. So we can give like this. So it will return the value. So you see here, the K is a value of 10. So K2 has a value of string. See? But with the value, I don't think that you can get the key. Okay, see by
okay, that means yes, because
yes, see by
everything will be
yeah,
identified by key.
yeah, only by key. Yeah. Suppose if you have dictionary but you don't know the key values, mean just you can put like t dot keys and it will display all the key value. Right, keys of okay, it's a method. No? Okay, here if see just if you want to know what are the keys is there. Maybe by using this this function, can easily know what are the keys available in the dictionary. Also, if you want to know with key with the item values, there could be one more method is that key dot items. If you put like items, it will give you all the whole value of the dictionary. If you see here, you can see the key, also the value, key name, also the value, everything you can see. So here we have used some multiple methods like keys, values, items. By using this one, we can get the value in different way. Or we can pass only the key
Dictionaries,
name. Yeah, tell me.
dictionary is basically to replace the table, or like how
No,
we
actually,
using real time.
yeah, we in real time case like if you have some value like this kind of like for an example as I said, right, for one use case for each country you have your own code. So whenever if you want this code, you can call by using this country name. See, suppose if you same kind of flow you can apply by if else statement also. By if this code you can return this one, by using this code you can return this one, but the code will size will grow large, right? But instead of that one, if you use dictionary, it is online code. So
Okay,
that is the use case for dictionary. If you want to store the bulk of items with value, I think you can go for dictionary. So whenever you need that value, you can easily pass by using value name. I mean by using key name, you can get the value.
so the key should not be duplicate, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
But
Let me. Yeah, I hope so. Let me check. Maybe we'll try one. Uh, Let me try one. I hope so. It won't be duplicate, but let us try. We have um, we have value k, right? So again, I'm going to assign on k. Let's experiment. Okay, I'm assign on k again. I'm going to assign different value, but still it's showing no error. Oh, okay, see, if the value is not replaced, if you see here, before I we have k value, we have 10. So if I use again the k same key value name, the value is getting replaced. Before we have
that's
only 10, but now I change 20. So it won't be duplicate. Obviously, it won't accept duplicate. Instead of making a new item, it's replacing the existing item. Got it?
got it.
I think so. Next one is tuples. I will check this one. That's next. Okay. Okay. So this is the way. Let us see how to um, assign the two values. So if we have, I'll create one more variable called t. So assign 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's execute, and then we check the type of the t. See, this is tuple. Also, as like in dictionary, we can uh, assign a two value and mixed data types. Like here, if you see here, this is a string, this is an integer. We can call this two. The same way we can use call by using an index p of 0 a. Also, we can insert some new value. So we can override the existing value. Same thing you can do it like I have on my list. So I'm going to rate the index of 0 to something in new string. So my list 1, 2, 3. Um, Tables also have some methods like index and count also we can count like my list dot count.
Vijay, I have a question.
Yeah, tell me.
What is the difference list and the tuples? I have it been a little bit confusing
Okay, you want
because
different. Yeah,
mm,
see the table you can't append the data. Okay, you can't use append. Like suppose if you are declaring on variable like you take kind of index like 0, 1, 2. Suppose if you want to override the existing data, but you can't append something new in the existing tuple. But in comes to list, no list you can have a method like insert, append, and pop. I think there are number of methods are
set
available in list. Yeah. But when it comes to tuple, you can't do append. Let us see. Let us see. Can we'll try some append function here, but it will throw error. So it will throw error.
only append or any modification cannot be done.
I think yeah, any modification. I think it is a immutable one. I think this is a immutable type of data type. I think you can't do any modification. My list, my list. What is this? Let's see. It is working now. Yes. Support. People know. Why this working? What's the type of my list? So this is a list actually. Okay. That's the reason we are appending this value. Okay. If you go to tuple, okay, only t dot append v. See, tuple object has no attribute append. Okay.
Yes.
But tuple has two methods like we can get the index. I think let me check what are the methods available for the tuples. Tuple methods is like t dot index of, can check the index of a. Okay, you see we have index method is available in tuple, and then I think we can also available one more method, can add something. Okay, also one more method is available like t dot count. So we are going to count the a value, how many times it appears in the tuple. See, the two times. I think this is what we use for tuples. Hmm. Okay. Also, I'll tell you why use tuples. List and tuples are very similar. Okay, you may find yourself exchanging some. However, so tuples are collection of sequence. Okay, that should not be changed, as I said, right? So it
Yes.
can't be upped. But we can use some tables in some kind of use case. I think I'll cover this later. Maybe coming next thing I will explain a bit detail about the table. Okay, because it has some excellent
Yes.
feature when it comes to compare with list. Okay, Okay, the next one we are going to see sets. I think that is the next one. That is very interesting. See what is sets. Okay. Okay. So now we have went through like a dictionary on what is tuples, and then we are going to see what is sets. How to use sets in the Python. Yeah. Okay. I will let us see. Now this is the syntax to set up. Okay. I have assigned the sets syntax to the x variable. Okay. Now I am going to add some value dot one. What is x? We have one value. Also, I'm going to add uh, two, x x comma 2, and then we can see some my list value. Can take some list. My list something from can go on. Okay, I'll make it on list.
Instead, can we add multiple data types like character
Where in list? Where you asking? In list or where?
set?
Multiple data type.
I
Just
mean, we give in list like numeric character within a single list. Can we add character and numeric? Is it possible?
let us see. Well, let us type. Let me see. Let me create some- can see this set, right? Let us add something different. X dot add string. See? Yes, it is possible. So first two one is integer and third one is a string. Okay. But the set is not widely used, but at least we must know how to use set. Okay. We can actually we can assign the set function by using set of method. This is a method we used to assign a set like set of. Okay. Also, we can check the type. What is this is the list, and then X is and check we say what type exactly it is. This is set, and if you check this one, I think this is like list. Okay, this list. Yeah. What about Boolean? Do you have any idea about Boolean?
Boolean
Yeah, I think
and
also,
or
yeah, that is very similar. I think Boolean nothing much no like true or false. A
true or
equal to I don't. Okay, I'll cover that one too. Like something like nothing's not a equal to true. So this is a Boolean. A equal to sorry caps comes like caps. Take A equal to true. Now if you check the type A is a Boolean. The type is a Boolean. Okay. So if you assign like A equal to false, but it always comes as a cap false to the auto. use this case sensitive. This is like a kind of boolean. Also, wherever if you want to use like this kind of things, I think we can use. Also, one more interesting is I hope you have familiar with none. None is nothing but one type, but we can check this type. See, this is none type actually. This is one kind of type. So, okay, I hope now we have covered the some basic things, our integers, string, list, I mean tuples and boolean and dictionary. I think these are the basic things, Sri. Okay. I hope this will be more comfortable. You can start something a project by using this data types. Okay. But you have to familiarize with the function where situation function which we need to use. You have to choose. Also, whether you have to go for a list or you can list go for a tables, it's up to our use case. Okay, it's upon our problem.
Vijay, uh,
Yeah,
sorry, I just want to know, I mean, in the real time, are we using these data types, that dictionary, tuple, this one,
no, no, yes.
anywhere? Because can you give some example where what type of uh,
See,
industry?
anyway, for list, I think it is a common. Anyway, wherever if you write any program, that definitely you have to use list. Okay, because if you want to store some value, like for an example, okay, you are taking some data from database. Okay, assuming you are taking some set of records, central records. Okay, from data types. Okay, so those data that you can two way you can store. One is data frame, another one is if you want a single row, you can store it in a list. Okay, wherever if you want to get the list or you want to make it any for loop something, that case you can use list. When it comes to dictionary, as I said earlier, see, dictionaries always come with a key and then value. Okay, that's the best use cases. Just for an example, I said like country. So suppose for an example, for each country you have one country code. Okay, for USA, there is some country code. For India, we have country code. Okay, so this kind of country code you can store it in dictionary. By using the country name, you can get the country code value. Okay, that is some kind of an use case. Depends. Okay, wherever it's our problem, we need to choose which one is the best. Sometimes no, instead of using this one, we can use if else statement also. But it is no very long way to write a query. But when you are using dictionary, I think it's very simple for that case.
Okay, okay. And can we call variables or the values from a file in the dictionary?
Yeah.
Like say for example, I have a list of countries and the country codes.
Mm,
Like say India, if it is the country code is 91.
mm,
I'm just talking about the phone
mm.
number country code. Okay, if it is in US, it is 01. So in that type of values, if we can we store those values in a file like a text file or a CSV file, and can we call those values into the dictionary?
Yes, yes. See, if the value is in this format, you can directly read the text file into this dictionary format. See, suppose if you are storing this value
Okay.
in text file, okay, directly you can read the
Mm.
value and then you can store into that dictionary type. So you can easily by using this key value, you can easily get the exact value.
Okay, so in those cases, like we need to use a pandas type of thing, pd dot read
Yeah.
csv
Yes.
something,
Yes.
and we need to give that path.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, thanks. And one more thing, like if because um, I learned Python in some videos or some trainings like this actually, but I know I learned very basics actually. But 6 months before or sometime,
Mm,
like if we don't have the hands-on, definitely we will forget, because when we are learning the things, we are very much confident.
mm.
But after some time, we will forget, right? Like, do we have any? I mean, do you have or anywhere in the Google or somewhere, we can get some sample or simple um, question answer or simple requirement and the Python code or something like that. Do you have any link or such
No,
information you
do
have?
you want some exercise or what? Do you need some exercise?
Exercise, yes, yes, that's a correct word. Yeah, simple, but it's not because I'm just a beginner actually. I just want a simple exercises as well as the solutions because it's difficult to get a solution of searching a solution again because everybody in the programming language, what happened is everybody write their programming in their own way, but at least on the idea was I just want to know.
Okay,
Do you
okay.
have any exercises?
Maybe I can share some of the exercise because for each, I mean, for each session I have some exercise file. Maybe if you want, I can share it with
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's really helpful actually. Maybe like you can send the link in the
you. Yeah,
WhatsApp
yeah, sure, sure.
group or yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, sure, sure. I will do it. Yeah. Okay. So next one is I think we can see how to work with text files. Okay. I'll show you how to open and then work with text file. Okay. Okay. I'll show you how to open a text file. Here we need use some function called open. Okay. Open and then the file name. Okay. File.txt. Giving something like file.txt. File one. Okay. If you see here, there is no such file or directory exist. Actually, we don't have any file in this name. Let us create create one file. This name. Okay. Okay. I created one file. Let us see how to open and then how to append and how to read. We'll see. Okay. Now the file name. I have read the file. Now we are going to apply some function to read the data in the file. Inside the file. File dot read off. So it's simple. Like it's a Python is only the advantage is all the function is like with like a readable name. Easy we can understand. Like file dot read off means we can read all the data inside the file. Okay. If you run this again, okay, can get a blank value. This is because the cursor is end of the line. You can't reset the cursor starting using this value. So maybe we can reset the cursor dot 6 0. Okay, now again I'll try to read off. Okay, this is the way. Suppose if you want to read line by lines, there one more method is available. If you want to read line by line, show you how. Okay, file dot and read lines of. That's also you can see it's very readable one. Read lines of. Okay, this is the way you can read the file. Also, we can print the lines if you want something. Okay, we can do like this. Suppose we have file, the lines of equal to files dot read of file, file dot read of. So now I'm going to print the line. Something. Okay, we need to reset that. Read of. Okay. So once if you read again, we have to reset the cursor. Okay, when it comes to text file, and then we need to close the. We are putting read off, so we have to put again. We need to close this class like close off. Okay. Okay. So this is we are closing the memory. Okay, the close off is nothing but we are like disposing that type. Okay, whenever if you assign some variable, it will occupy some memory. Okay, like whatever it is, if you are reading some the Excel file or if you're reading some Word file or any document, every time you know that variable have occupies some space in the memory. So whenever if so after we read the file, we have to close it. If we don't close it, means again the file occupied memories remains there. So it's always best practice to close that. I mean, existing close off means nothing but we are just closing that memory. Okay, there'll be one more practice is there for best practice. I would say like by using a with statement. If you are opening any file by using with statement, you don't to worry about closing the file after you open. Okay, I'll show you the syntax how to use with to open a file. What is the file name? Okay, file1.txt. Okay, that's my file. Okay, we have to give this one. Okay, so now I am going to lines equal to my file dot read off. Okay, that's it. If you are using with means you don't need to close it the file. I mean the you need to call the function. That's automatically the with statement when it comes to exit code, it automatically free up the memory. That is the advantage of using with statement. Print line. Okay. Okay. We can also see something read and write. Can able to write also the into the text file. We'll see how to write. Okay. We have to equal to open file. So we have to give some additional parameter like W means we are going to write. Now f dot write new line. Okay, f dot write new line. Now f dot close off. Okay, now we are going to open again. Open text file one dot text file one dot txt. Okay, f dot read. See, we have write something in the text file. New line we have written. Now, if you see one difference are there. Now, if you see entire file is overwritten because we have some values in the file, but when we write, those value has been overwritten by the new line. So how there is some other arguments are there to append a file. So append the file is nothing but just you have to add here one more w plus, so which means it's going to append the value the existing file. Okay, so that is the difference of to write text in a file.
So it will write in next line or next
No,
word.
it will option next line actually. If you don't use, there is some of the parameters are there. I will share you what are the parameters. Maybe it will help you helpful to you all. See, I will paste that parameter. Okay, if you see here, these are the parameters. Use R only reading only. Use R plus is it will both reading and writing. As I said, W is overwrite the file. The file exists. So if you use only W, it will overwrite the existing data. If you use W plus to over the existing file, its file exists. Okay. Also, if you see here A for appending and AB is appending in a binary format, maybe you can use this kind of parameters to create a file or to append a file. Okay.
How to get this kind of help in Jupyter or get
Help in the
help?
sense,
I mean the description, the way what are the you are showing now. How
uh,
to get this scene?
okay. We have one function. We have it in Python. Let me show you. Help of there is one function is help of. Let me execute that. Suppose help. Okay, this is the function name. See, if you see, I am asking help in integer. Okay, it's giving some details. What is integer? How to use the integer? Okay, the same way we can use. We'll check what is open. Okay, if you see here, it gives some details. See, same thing. Whatever I pasted here, it is giving this details. So you can use this help function to get more information about that particular type or particular data. Okay, data type. Is it clear?
Clear, got it.
That's help of you can put anything like integer. If you put integer, it will show all the integer functionality. Now I put open, so it's showing everything, right? Whatever I have pasted here, you can get all the details. See, also they give the syntax also open file. This is the mode, buffering. So many things are there. Okay, I hope we come to the end of this session. I think in the session we have covered like how to use dictionary, tuples, and then set, and then Boolean, and how to work with the text file. I think these are the basic when it comes to Python. I think next chapter, I mean next session, we'll cover something. I go into something in depth session like we have so many things. We have like lambda expression, how to use lambda expression. That is one of the things, main thing which we have to learn, and how to use function. So these things I think we have to see in next session. Is it okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
I
Thank
hope that would be the more interesting. Maybe going forward, instead of um, working with the basic things, I think we have to get into some advanced level. Okay, I think how to create a class, how to use hoops concept in Python. So maybe we can see those kind of things in the coming session. I hope this session will be very helpful. In case if you have any doubts,
Ah,
just give me a comments in your WhatsApp. I share
mm,
this recording session. Okay, you have asked something, right? I'll try to give some exercise. Okay,
yes.
something for today. I can so give me something. I have it in my. Okay, I'll share it on WhatsApp or yeah, I have some exercise. Okay, task. I have some task. Maybe I can share it with you. Can check
Okay.
multiple tasks I have. Okay. Also, I think you are both are basic, right? You are going to learn something in basic. Okay. What are the other you are learning now? You
Uh, right now I'm learning.
okay?
But, once this is completed, I will jump into mission.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. That is good. What about Anil? What is your experience?
My experience, 7 7
Okay, okay, good.
I have experience in this BPO, KPO kind of things, and I know that there this database is still.
Okay, 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 okay. Good. I think come to the end of the session. Maybe I can share some exercise. Okay. Yeah, I'll post this into that YouTube also. You can whenever you can get time, you can go through this again. This session.
Sure.
If you are interested in, I think I plan to do some machine learning things going forward. Maybe if you have planned to learn something into machine learning and artificial intelligence, let me know. I can plan this session accordingly. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Uh,